Absolute fucking requirement. Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Now in today's video, as you can see, I'm in my glad rags. I'm going to be doing a quick service on the Civ. I've bought some oil, Motul 540, Iridium TTs from Denso. I've also got the Hamp oil filter. And yeah, and I also got this, which is a Wish car part, made in China, as you can see there. But yeah, this is from Wish. It's one of their Wish car parts, and it's a magnetic sump plug. I believe this costs £2. This will be going on the car. And when you compare it to people like Mishimoto and other people that make parts like that, they're almost identical, to be fair. So, looks quite good for £2. Thought I'd give it a go. But yeah, obviously I've got all the proper gear for the service itself. Obviously I've not got an air filter because there's an air filter already on the car, as you've seen in a previous video. But yeah, I'm going to drain the oil and crack on now. Catch you in a bit. Now, one of the things I don't like on the B16A engine is the oil filter location. It's the same on the D series. Now, it's hard to find, but basically the oil filter, as you can see, it's covered. If I could take you underneath. But because of its location, it drips everywhere. Now, it's just up there. You can see there in the centre of the screen where it's dripping from. That's exactly where the oil filter goes. So it's side mounted. Because it's mounted on the side of the block, you have to go in dry when you put them back on, and they drip down the side of the block like that. You get oil all over your fucking arm. But yeah, I've got a little Coupe and oil bottle catching the drips. Cheers, dog. So yeah, all this, including the sump plug, cost me £60, which obviously if you compare a normal service, which would just be filter and oil, if you were to compare a normal service, doing it yourself, DIY service, that would probably be somewhere in the region of about £30 for them two items, just because 8100X clear Motul is quite expensive and the Hamp filters are about 11 quid, 12 quid. So yeah, if you were to just do that yourself, 30 quid for oil and filter, a garage would charge you 90 quid at least, so doing it yourself and taking an hour out of your day, sometimes it is worth it. Now, one of the things that I do like about these particular oil filters is they come pre-greased. Now, I have just slid a little bit of oil around it anyway from the old filter, just so it's nice and lubricated and it makes a nice seal. But yeah, there we go, in focus now. But yeah, they actually come pre-greased to these particular Hamp filters. But yeah, this is, to my understanding, what they would come out of the factory with, these particular blue oil filters. So yeah, just bob that on now. I'm hoping I can get to it from the top, just to make my life a tiny bit easier. You see it there? I can see it. I'm going to try and feel my way to it. It's like your arm just fits. Get a few tight turns on it. I think I'm going to have to go underneath to get a good arm on it. But it's on. Now, I just checked the, because I got a smaller spanner, thinking, this would be the same. Look at that, someone's obviously had a good go at that previously. Spanner on it, bloody sideways or something, being lazy. But I got a smaller spanner, thinking, a bit same size as the Chinese one. This looks like a 13mm. Maybe, I don't know, I might be wrong. But yeah, the original one's a 17. I originally got a 14mm, thinking this was a 14 because I didn't actually look at it properly. So I thought this will be a 14. Old one will be a 14. Not the case, 17. As I should probably have known, given the H22 is the same as well. But yeah, that's a lot smaller. Let's see if we can I'm not using this one again, so I'll put it tip down on the dirt. But yeah, you can see there a definite size difference. And yeah, that's obviously a 17mm, hence the spanner being there. That's just about finished dripping now. Good thing is that I've only had to jack it up one side, and because of the shape of the sump and where the sump plug is, it's definitely all drained out, just because of the location of the sump plug and the shape of the sump itself. It's sort of angled towards the left hand side of the sump pan, so I've jacked up this side of the car and it's positioned it perfectly to drain out fully. Otherwise obviously you'd want to do it on the flat, do the car on a ramp or something like that. It would work on the flat as well obviously because of how it's shaped, but it means that I don't have to drop it down to get every last bit out, which you don't have to do, but I like to do. Anyway, I'm going to get this sump plug in and get that new oil filter tightened up. It's obviously the old one, but you get the idea. So that's oil filter on, sump plug on. Just need to top up the oil now and whack that back on. Get the suspension to settle a bit. And it'll just be the plugs, methinks. So I've just been cheers dog. What I've just been doing, as you may or may not have noticed, is pouring the oil in, then checking the dipstick, despite it not being run up, nothing like that. Reason being is I wasn't actually sure how many litres of oil that this engine needed. I looked on the net as you normally do. People are saying anything from 3 litres to 4.5, which is obviously miles out. Now I get there'll be a difference between minimum and maximum. There'll be a difference between doing a filter and not doing a filter, although in my opinion you'd always change your filter if you're doing an oil change. It's as simple as that. But yeah, so what I did was I put 3 litres in, checked the dipstick, made sure it registered on the dipstick, obviously prior to starting it up. It did, it was just on the minimum, so I put half a litre in. It went bang in between minimum and maximum points on the dipstick, and then at that point I felt comfortable to obviously tighten everything, tighten the oil filler cap and put the dipstick back in and give it a start. Just started it, let it run for a little bit, turn the ignition back off now, and I'm going to have a quick double check of the dipstick, obviously pull it out, give it a wipe, have another look. Yeah, hopefully it'll tell me how much more I need to put in to get it to the maximum mark. So that's that, and I'm happy to report that the B16A2 takes exactly 4 litres, and that'll bring you bang in between the minimum and maximum mark on the dipstick, and that's obviously including an oil filter. When I filled it up to 3.5 previously and then run the engine, it brought it from bang in the middle of the dipstick to the minimum marker, which is obviously ideal in it, and then I just obviously filled it up with another half a litre to bring it back up to bang in the middle of min and max. Obviously you don't want to be filling it too much with if the outside temperature is not at room temperature, if the engine's not up to full operating temperature, all that sort of stuff. So I would play it safe and go bang in the middle. And obviously it's not just oil, it might have had a little bit of iron brew in there as well, but that's a good trick that I learned. If you don't have like a proper filler, to stop spilling everything all over your engine bay, definitely just cut up a little bottle, a little Coke bottle or something. Always helps. But yeah, I've got bang on a litre now in there, as you can see. So that'll help with top ups and stuff like that because VTEC Life here. Yeah, that's it. Onto the plugs, I reckon. So that's it now, all the new plugs are in, they've all been gapped up to 0.44 of an inch, sorry. I don't think I got the right plugs for the right gap. I think I should have probably got like an IK16, I think they are. Either way, they will work on this particular motor. This is one of the old plugs. There we go, up below, there we go. So as you can see, it has got a good burn on there, it's nice and brown. camera's finding it very difficult to pick it up, but there's all four. As you can see, they're all nice and brown. There's no oil or anything on any of the plugs. Get rid of that leaf there. Yeah, all pretty healthy. I'm probably going to call it there. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you in the next video. But yeah, overall, servicing the Civic's been pretty easy. 0.044 of an inch for your plug gaps for the B16A2. It does take 4 litres exactly when you're putting an oil filter on it. So yeah, catch you in the next one. Bye for now.